All right. Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Ron.
How's it going?
It's going, buddy. What is that?
You said bring the live streaming device.
Yeah.
So that's what I brought.
That's what I did too. I got one thing. It fits in my pocket. YoloBox.
YoloBox Pro?
YoloBox Pro, man, does it all.
I have SlingStudio here, so
So how many things do you have to bring?
well,
Oh, look, I get to bring one thing. Go ahead, go ahead, share.
So you have to have the hub.
Oh wait,
right?
I got one thing. Okay.
Okay, and then if you want to not have to plug it in, you have to have a battery.
Okay, that's one thing.
You have to buy those separate.
Oh my God, that's too much, Ron.
If you want to do more than one camera at the same time, you need these camera links that they're cool because they're wireless.
It's one thing. Who does not want to just have one thing when they go live?
I know, but they're wireless. You don't have to run any wires on that one. So, and then
What is that?
This is an iPad. You need this to control it. This has the console app that you control it.
Well,
No, and then wait, and then I also have this here if you want Ethernet. And then if I'm out and about and I don't have Wi-Fi, I need a Wi-Fi hotspot.
so you think your live streaming setup is better than the awesome YoloBox Pro?
I mean, SlingStudio has been around for a bit, and you know it works pretty good. I've been using it on a ton of gigs, and it's worked great.
Well, I think my streaming solution is better than your streaming solution.
I don't know, man. I think we should put the SlingStudio and the YoloBox head to head.
All right, let's do it. Keep your eyes closed. Don't look into some of your eyes open. Because there's no right way or wrong way. There's just my way, which is the right way. Isn't that right?
Okay, so let's see what these guys can do. Like, you know, with the SlingStudio, I have to have all these things here, but you just have the one thing.
Just the one thing, the YoloBox.
So, how many sources can you have? I know that you can't have all of them active at once, but can you know, how
10
many?
sources.
10. Okay, well this does 10 sources
But
too.
you can't have them active either all at once either.
I can't. No, you can have 4 active sources, but then you can trade them out as you need them.
And this records a beautiful program stream.
I know, but this also records. You can record the program stream. You can record the quad view. You can record each camera, each source individually on its own stream. And then there's a Premiere Pro plugin that you can bring in all these files, right? And if you had some hiccups or bumps, you could redo them. You could take out the cuts that you did and redo the cuts.
So what you're saying
I'm not done yet. I'm not done.
All right, keep going.
And if you like record it internally to your camera, you know, for like a backup, you could bring those files in and replace the compressed live stream stuff and then spit out a high quality file for your client. I bet you that doesn't do that.
No, but I'm glad that your system has all those abilities to make up for all the mistakes that you do in the field when you switch, because this is a no mistake device.
No mistakes, huh?
You just cut it and you just live with it. That's
Right.
what this is good for. Cut and live.
But it just records the program stream.
That's all I needed, because I'm a perfect cutting. I just do the
Oh,
buttons, we're good.
You do it perfect every
Yeah, I
time.
don't need all that
Okay.
backup stuff to
So-
get me out of a sticky widget.
Well, I don't know, like, I think we should give this like a point system. I mean, being that can only record the program stream, I'm only gonna give that 1 point.
1 point, so if you're
and then-
not as experienced as I am and you need some help on the backside, you may need to have some ability to record individual streams and also the program stream and have the ability to edit when you get it all back in your post computer, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you know, usually when you're live streaming, you have to compress it down to like a lower bit rate. So if the client was to download those files, it would be all pixelated and stuff, especially if they watch it on a bigger screen, right? So with SlingStudio, you can replace that with the camera files and then export. And then if you wanted to replace your live stream, some websites let you do that. Or sometimes a client just wants a copy of it, like a high quality, high resolution copy. So I'm gonna say SlingStudio gets 3 points for all that.
All right, 3 points, 1 point to YoloBox Pro.
All right, well, let's keep going on this. You know, we got the notes here. We've taken extensive notes.
Set some notes.
on these devices
Page
here.
2.
So the next is destinations.
Destination.
So like you got to send this stream somewhere, right? You know, like you go to Facebook, you go to YouTube, RTMP links. Like what does that do?
Well, internally, you can send up to 3 destinations at one time for free.
For free.
Yeah, all from here. Easy sleazy, super easy. One of the best things about this thing is how easy that was to set up. How about you?
No, I can only do 1 stream at a time.
So how many was it? How many streams?
I can do
Just 1?
Natively, I could do 1 stream.
Just 1.
But if I had like Restream or Caster or a service like that, I could
but that would charge money though.
They do.
Okay.
It's not free.
Not free.
But you can get those services and stream multiple places at once.
So I could take and stream to 1 spot, 2 spot, another spot for free. You can only stream to 1 little spot.
1 little spot for free.
1 little spot.
So I guess for destinations, I guess the YoloBox gets a couple points there. So now we're gonna go into adding graphics and pre-recorded videos.
Heck yeah, man. So who's up, Ron? What can you do?
Let's see here. I mean, I can add some graphics here. You know, there's a few like preset graphics. You can edit them a little bit. You can bring in your own JPEGs and PNG files. Let's see what else here. I think that's about it.
I gotta tell you, the graphics on this is really cool, especially in the video that we did to review this. This thing is like perfect because not only can you do video on the SD card and graphics, and you can also have URL graphics that you can import as well, which means somebody else could be helping you with the graphics because you're a one-man band over here. This one has the ability to have somebody coming in and helping you with the graphics. It is by far way better than the graphics. And that leads me to one more other thing. Hey man, can you get, I don't know, your social media live comments up on your stream?
No.
That's when you hear crickets.
No, I can't.
No.
I can't do social media comment overlays live.
This thing is so awesome at that. It comes in, you just log it, you just click on it, and it just ports it right in from YouTube, Facebook, doesn't matter. It's there, Twitch. It's amazing.
So wait, does that have like some graphics like preset built in there? Like,
yeah, it came with some graphics in there from the factory. It has a PDF ability which you could take and go through each page of the PDF as you
like
go through it like a slideshow.
Like a slideshow, like what are they, PowerPoint?
Like a PowerPoint, yeah, back in the day.
So you could be like, have like a picture-in-picture, you could be like down in the corner and you could be like, hey, look at this graphic, and then you can go to the next graphic.
Heck yeah, man.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it plays video clips too.
Yeah, this plays video clips too, but you know, can you scrub through your video clips is the question. Like, say you don't want to start right at the beginning of the video clip. You want to go to the middle of the video clip or quarter of the way through and then start it from there.
Yeah, no.
Can yours do that?
You can't scrub the video clip.
I don't know about that.
But perhaps in a firmware update in the near future, that may be fixed.
It could be. I mean, YoloBox does have a pretty good support community there, and they're pretty on top of their, listening to their clients and customers.
Yeah, speaking about support, when's the last time a firmware or maybe an update or something came out for SlingStudio?
We're going to talk about that later. We'll talk about those things a little bit later.
Because I think it was, 1985, because it seemed that long. Like way long ago.
Okay.
How many points?
So,
drum roll, please.
So, for adding graphics and pre-recorded videos, we're going to give 2 points each to SlingStudio and YoloBox because SlingStudio can scrub through the videos, your pre-recorded videos.
I don't know. It's 2-2, maybe 3-2.
It's 2-2.
I don't know. We're gonna have to go to the judges for that.
And YoloBox has the overlays. It has a lot more overlay options than this.
The URL overlay portion of this is so awesome. It's way awesome.
All right, so still 2 points each because being able to scrub through your videos, your pre-recorded videos, is paramount. It is not, if you put a pre-recorded video in there, you have to edit it to where it starts right when you need it to start.
I don't know, man. I'm not scrubbing through 30-second spots. Start, finish,
Well,
man.
until YoloBox makes scrubbing through the videos possible, 2 points here, 2 points there. Okay, moving on. 2 points each. All right. So, internet connections here.
Well, the YoloBox can connect through Wi-Fi, through Ethernet, and through your own 4G LTE SIM card, which goes right in there, that little hole right there, which is way cool, which means pretty much you have any option open to stream from any particular connection you want to make, which is cool.
You worded that perfectly.
That was so like wordy word. Yeah, but no, the 4G SIM card is awesome.
Okay.
Like Ethernet, wireless.
So let me get this straight. So the YoloBox can connect to Wi-Fi.
Ding.
Or it has an Ethernet port.
Yep, hardwire. Yes, sir.
Or you can put your own SIM card in, like a 4G SIM card.
Yeah,
from
to
like
your hotspot or to anybody's phone or to your buddy's phone or whatever. Steal a SIM card, pop it in, whoop, and you're using his, man.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's way cool. Does yours do that?
I mean,
no.
It does have Wi-Fi built in, but if you want Ethernet, you have to buy this separate dongle that plugs in here.
Oh, you mean to plug in an Ethernet cord? They couldn't just make an Ethernet jack? Literally, they made you buy this?
They made me buy this, but check it out.
Did Apple make that back?
Check it out. There's 2 USB 3.0 slots as well as the Ethernet. So, you know, if you wanted to have like another place you can record videos to, or other like hard drives or whatever that you have files on that you want to bring into your stream, you can do it that way as well.
Yeah, you're kind of showing its age because what connection is that? USB what?
3.
3, yeah. This is USB-C right there, which I believe is the new and improved connection, isn't it? That's right. Do you have a USB-C?
I think you have one USB-A there too, right?
Yeah, well, I do have that, but everybody has a USB-A. But look at those, there's 2 C's. So one is C for a hard drive. Do you have a C on that at all? Just, no? No?
Well, there is a USB-C right here that this plugs into.
Oh, okay. All right. Just checking, because it was really old.
So
it's an old device.
So what can those USB ports do? Are they just for recording and bringing videos in, or?
No, because I can take my whole live stream and hook it right up to my computer on my Zoom call and have the entire show go out through a Zoom call because it gets recognized as a camera.
So you don't have to like HDMI out to like a capture card into your laptop like
No.
other things?
No,
you have to do?
I just this one device.
Because that's what I have to do, because I just have HDMI out here.
That's horrible. Yeah, no, USB-C.
What can your USB ports do?
Well, I can have a USB camera as an input.
Like a web camera?
Like a web camera,
or
yes.
like the DSLRs or mirrorless
Yes.
that you can change the
like
USB
the most
port?
awesome one we did with the R5C as its own little webcam can come right in here.
That's pretty
And
cool.
I can also have export as well. I can have an output from USB-C to, say, another device or like to a computer on a Zoom call.
So you can just plug it right into the computer,
Yeah.
and then you can change the zoom settings to be
Yeah.
that camera. to do this.
Exactly. And I can also plug in a hard drive, access more media, or record to a hard drive. It just gives you lots of options because I have lots of options right here. That's right.
Wow. That's a lot more than the SlingStudio can do with its USB ports.
True that. 27 points to Gryffindor.
You're not getting 27 points. We're gonna do 1 point to SlingStudio.
Okay.
Because it can still connect things with extra money and devices. But YoloBox gets 3 because of the versatility of the USB ports on there.
True that. So I won that. I'm a winner.
So
Winner,
you
chicken
won that.
dinner,
You won that
winner.
category, Mark. So
Yes!
now let's go on to the next category. That was internet connection. So now we're going to talk about overlays. Can the YoloBox do overlays
Oh yeah.
over top of video sources?
Yes, it can.
Okay.
I can do a lot.
I could do like what can like.
Well, let's get started here, shall we? First, it comes with some overlays already in here, so you can help yourself to them. It also has the ability to have PNGs as overlays, like you. You can also do video overlays as well, picture-in-picture effect as well, which is cool. And the video overlays, you have green screen, kind of like what you have to do as well. And it has web URL overlays, which is really cool, which just means that you can have a browser-based graphics and it sucks it right in off of a URL, which is really awesome.
All right, so question, these graphic overlays that are built in here at the library, are you able to edit those?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, what about, like, what if you need like a countdown timer, like an animated countdown timer?
Oh, yeah, it's got a countdown timer and it's got Scoreboard too.
Okay, so you, like, is it like, can you customize a Scoreboard?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, so you can bring in like the thumbnail shots of like the team
Teams,
logos and
oh yeah,
all that.
thumbnail shots, team logos. I mean, great for sports, great for like a one-man band setup. I mean, it just really rocks it. And social media overlays, which is really awesome. Like the amount of overlays this thing does, and from what all the sources that you can get an overlay from.
It's pretty cool. It can do a lot more than my SlingStudio
Heck
can
yeah,
do.
man.
So, okay, so for overlays, I guess we're gonna give SlingStudio 1 point and YoloBox 3.
23 points.
Just 3. It just does a lot here.
It does a lot. It really does a lot. And the integration is very simple and easy, which is awesome.
Okay, so let's go through the things that they both do pretty much equally, right? So I got a list here. So transitions when you're switching between sources, you know, you can do like a wipe or a fade or, you know, like some simple things like that. They both do that, right? So we'll give them each a point for that. They both do Chroma Key, right? You can do green screen live and put it different backgrounds. You can have your video sources be a background. You can have backgrounds, you know, on a hard drive and bring them in. So they both do that. They both get a point on that. The ability to set the bit rates on your stream going out. They both do that. Pretty much all live streaming devices do that now, where you can control the bit rate, you know, depending on your connection speeds. You know, you can drop it down, you can bring it up depending on how fast you can get your speeds going. They both support 1080p 60 video going in.
Awesome.
And going out, depending on your platform. I know Facebook will take you down to 720 and some other ones will do that too, but for the most part, you can pump out a 1080p 60 stream and bring it in. They both have instant replay, which is cool, right? When you're doing sports and stuff, that's really handy.
Auto switching.
The auto switching, they both do auto switching, so you can set it up like, hey, every 5 seconds, switch to the next camera. You can control like which ones go which places and all that kind of stuff. So they both do picture-in-picture. They both have several options for that. The battery life, they both have, you know, so the SlingStudio has a separate battery that you have to purchase, another purchase there. But it lasts about 3 hours, and so does the YoloBoxes. So I'm going to give them equal points on that. True. And they both have audio mixing built into their app as well. They're not like super robust, where you can do a lot of things that bigger, like hardware streamers can do, or switchers.
Hardware switchers, yeah. I mean, they're both basic in the audio field for sure. So,
but you can get a mix out there. You can turn off certain sources. You can have the audio follow the video. I mean, they both really do that the same. So do you want to tell me? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. There's things that SlingStudio has that YoloBox Pro does not.
What is that?
It's not a big list, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you that there's wireless camera links. Now, it is an extra cost for both of these guys. If you wanted a wireless camera link for the YoloBox Pro, you'd have to go buy a third-party one. They don't make their own, which I wish they did, but it's just nice to be able to put your cameras wherever you need to in the room without having to run a long wire. And we both know that running long runs of HDMI, after you go 20, 30 feet, it's just more unreliable at that point. You start having little issues and connection dropouts and stuff like that. So wireless camera links are nice. And they are required though, if you want to do more than one camera at the same time. Another thing is when you have the console app open, it has a preview window for your stream before you send it out to program. So let's say if you brought something into your preview window and like say your camera operator like bumped the camera or something happened, or maybe maybe somebody stood up and blocked the shot, whatever it is, you're able to go, oh, okay, well, I don't want to go to that because that's a bad shot. Now on the YoloBox, if you went to that shot, it was already there.
You just take it. There's no preview, you just go take. But they may update that in a firmware.
Okay. And then what else do we have? Video source thumbnails play in real time on the SlingStudio. I noticed on the YoloBox, they have like a little bit of like a slow shutter kind of look to them, or like Like they're
like 15 frames a second.
Yeah. So, but when you're watching that, you need to be able to accurately see when it's time to cut. Because if you go and you cut to that and the person wasn't ready and they were like, oh, I'm over here now, that can mess up your stream. So you're making mistakes there.
True that.
So, and then the last thing is the ability to take your controller, wire free, and I could walk around the room. As long as it stays connected wirelessly to my hub, I could sit and I could be on the couch cutting while my cameraman are out doing stuff. So that's actually pretty cool. That's what the SlingStudio can do that the YoloBox Pro cannot. So tell me what the YoloBox Pro can do that the SlingStudio can't.
Well, the Pro is really awesome because you got a killer live stream set up and you're doing a cool presentation, but you just remember you got a buddy who can like weigh in on the subject. Well, how do you get him in there? There's absolutely no way at all. So how do you have a really cool, engaging show? Oh, that's okay, because you can send them a link and they could join with their phone. So you can have to have 5 callers on their phone with the ability to switch from front camera to back camera as a source right into the YoloBox through their interface.
Wait. Let me get this straight. So on the YoloBox Pro, on your live stream, while you're streaming, you can send links out to people that are anywhere with an internet connection or a cellular connection, and they could add themselves like with video.
With video, and they see the program stream back.
So, and then they can choose which camera on their phone they want to use.
Correct.
Wow.
So when you think about having a dynamic presentation, if I was gonna say, hey, I'm gonna give a presentation of the redwood trees in California, and just say I have a buddy named Joe, and he's in the redwoods and he's got connectivity, I was like, Joe, I can send him a link, and he could be videotaping a redwood tree.
Live.
Way up there.
He could be at the redwood tree.
At the redwood tree.
Live.
Right.
Showing the viewers.
As we're piping back in on the stage as I'm giving the presentation of what fertilizers you should use for a redwood tree, if that was my event.
All right. Well, what else can it do that Sling can't?
Well, it also has the ability to set your record length, so you don't have to have like a 3-hour long video. You can cut it up and make sure that you got 10-minute segments. So if something weird happens, you make sure you don't have that corrupted, which is a really nice ability, especially with a long show that you're doing, a long presentation. And one of the things I got to reiterate is honestly the social media back in to YOLO. It's just spectacular to have those comments come in from the social media feeds as well. And it has scoreboard ability as well. And you can customize the team logos, you can put that in there, and it's really awesome to like really give yourself a really great presentation if you're doing sports as well. If nothing else, hey man, you can use it as a monitor on your camera. How cool is that? Just like that, just a monitor. So, and wait a second, I got one big thing.
What's the big thing?
Let's see. Ring. Hello, YOLO. New update coming soon. Oh, great. Yeah, you're fixing that? Great. You got a roadmap to the future? Great. Okay. What do I think it just happened?
All right, so. Hello, SlingStudio. Sling, are you guys there? You guys there? Hello.
Support is huge, man.
Yeah, that's one thing I gotta say about the SlingStudio is, it started off as a great product.
Super awesome.
And way ahead of its time. And they dropped the ball. I don't know what happened. They sold the company to another company, and then that company just has done nothing with it. And then
they took it and put it in their pocket.
Then the pandemic hit, and like supplies, like microchips and stuff were hard to get. So that was their excuse of not putting out more products. Like you can't even buy one of these. I mean, maybe if you find a used one
on eBay or something, or where.
But yeah, you can't really find them to buy. And then there's no support. Like if you try to contact SlingStudio, they tell you to go to the Facebook group and try to find things. They do have some stuff listed there, but they just haven't really done anything with it. I don't know what's happening with the SlingStudio company. Whoever bought them just isn't doing anything with it. Like we made a video before, like SlingStudio, where are you? Where's the support? Where's Sling? We should be on SlingStudio like 3 by now with whenever this one came out.
Well, the other thing too is you used to be able to directly connect to YouTube and Facebook, and now it's just RTMP because it has not been kept up. Every time they change something, you need a good company that's on the ball that can change that stuff to make it very easy for you. Because the longer you keep this device, more clunky it's going to become to use.
Yeah, because I noticed that too. Like when I first got it, I was able to just go live to Facebook and YouTube without having to do much. It had integration built in, just like the YoloBox. But you know what happens with these social media companies and their live stream platforms is that they start changing things. They change the API, and then if the other companies don't keep up, then you can't use that feature anymore. So now, if you want to, go live to Facebook and YouTube, it's better to use the RTMP link, which is just more steps that you have to do instead of just like having the integration. Like YoloBox, it was pretty
beep.
It was pretty easy.
3 destinations right now. Beep.
Yep, you could do 3 destinations at one time for free, which is pretty awesome. I have to say, and the YouTube and the Facebook, Twitch, they're integrated in there. So you just like sign in like to your account, and then you already have access to all your pages. You can go to live to any of them, and the social media comment overlays, we can't say it enough, is pretty awesome. I mean, just think if you're doing like a Facebook Live and you want to see, the customers' comments and respond to them.
Yeah, for sure.
While you're on camera, you could do that.
Yeah.
So that and the availability, I mean, so who do you think the winner is here, Mark?
Well, I definitely think YoloBox is a big winner, and a big winner in all the aspects and functionality of what this thing can do. But I gotta tell you, the one big thing, which I think you'll lead to, is a big winner.
So you're saying it's the winner. How many points did each one get?
Oh, let me consult my notes here. SlingStudio, 21 points. YoloBox Pro, YOLO, 27 points. Winner! Chicken dinner.
So it does look like the YoloBox is the clear winner here.
I mean, put it this way, man. This is what you gotta think about it. All this stuff you gotta take out, you gotta lug around. It's getting older. The batteries are gonna get older. Pretty soon, who knows how the wireless chips are gonna go in there, stuff. You could take this one box, and the only thing, really, brass tacks, that you could say this has over this is the wireless camera feed. So if YoloBox came with an accessory or something that you mounted here and had 3 camera wireless, whatever, this thing would blow this out of the water.
Yeah,
hands down.
YoloBox, the YoloBox Pro is a very robust thing in such a small little package, and it's just one thing. Like, it's pretty awesome, but like Mark was saying, like, if you guys had the wireless camera links or some way to do it where you didn't have to buy like a super expensive third-party thing, because like we've tried like wireless camera links, like Teradek and stuff, and you have to get a good 0 latency one, and those are usually pretty expensive.
Yeah, they are pretty expensive.
These were like $350, $400 for each one.
Or you could just dial in all the delays equally back to the home base, and it would be more money. The cool thing is the price point of this is less than all that, for sure.
It is. It's like $1,300 for that, and for this, it's like $1,000 for this. It was like a couple $100 for this. I don't remember all the prices. Maybe it was like $100. This was like $40, $50, maybe $80. Each one of these were like $350.
Plus your iPad.
You got to have an iPad or an iMac.
Or a computer, yeah.
So that's another, anywhere from $500 to $2,000. And then if you want to be wireless, like in the middle of a field somewhere and you don't have any Wi-Fi or Ethernet, you'd have to have one of these guys here. That's a hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot from T-Mobile. And, of course, that's a cost, to have the actual device. So, you're probably looking at, $2,500, $3,000 here to $1,300.
I'll just run some wires right now. Just some HDMI wires.
Yeah. So, it's tough, man. I really love my SlingStudio.
Ron, this is the future. YoloBox, if you're out there, think long and hard about at least recommending a wireless camera link solution to this. Because if you bundle that together and then you tell me and Ron, that's gonna be great, because then we're gonna want that too, and it's gonna be awesome, and the rest of the world will want it as well. So, are you going to make the switch?
I don't know, man. I mean, I really like the wireless camera links, but if that's the only thing that's like standing in my way, I think I'm gonna try to switch to the YoloBox here.
YoloBox. You gonna make the switch?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's all the features that it has. I mean, the support, the availability, the having one device. I think I'm gonna have to switch, man. All right, give me that thing.
Hey, give me that. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Until next time,
I'm Mark.
And I'm KidRon.